Nick and Andrew here again. Welcome to a Monday, February 10th edition of the Monday Night Raw review. Monday Night Raw was hosted by Betty White, but I gotta be honest, I could care less. Let's start how the show started out. That actually mattered. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon come out, and they're basically explaining to us that, they never really meant to say Daniel Bryan could be the new face of the company. What they really meant was all 6 competitors could be the face of the company. So, of course, as they're going on their spiel, who comes out? The one and only, the face of the WWE, Randall Orton.
Yeah! Everyone wanted to see Randy Orton out there.
So Randy Orton comes out, of course, always apologize. He's either apologizing or he's talking about how he's the face of the company. Luckily, he did both tonight.
Alright.
So, Randy Orton comes out, apologizes to Triple H, he says he's been childish, he's been foolish, and tonight, guys, we are going to get the Viper we've all been waiting for.
You mean he hasn't been the Viper lately?
No.
What?
Nope. And he's going to beat John Cena tonight. So then the fans start doing what we all are doing in our head. Yes, yes, yes. And then they start doing Daniel Bryan. So, Daniel Bryan chants, go ahead. They start going. They start pouring through the arena, which all makes us feel pretty good.
Yeah.
So then Orton goes on his spiel because they are in LA, where Orton cashed in the Money in the Bank. So he goes on to say how he cashed in the Money in the Bank here, where he beat Daniel Bryan, and he became the face of the company.
Well, pin a rose on your nose, Randy Orton.
Which, you got help from Triple H there, Randy. So, as he's going on about how he's the face of the company, and how he's, was Mr. Money in the Bank, and how he's now the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, out comes our boy, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan comes out, him and Orton talk a little trash, as usual, blah, blah, blah. But Daniel's main concern is he wants Kane. He wants to get Kane back, this guy. He wants to get Kane back for, getting chokeslammed, twice.
Twice just last week.
Yeah, exactly. So he's calling him out, and Stephanie came out and said, Kane's not here. He's on, what did she say? Administrative leave? What is it?
Yeah, he was on administrative probation for
Yeah, so he won't be there for a week. Or will he? So, Kane's not there, so, Daniel's pretty bummed. He wants that match. Triple H decides, Daniel, you need a break tonight. You're not fighting tonight. So, unfortunately, for the LA crowd, Daniel Bryan isn't fighting. But, Daniel Bryan, the one thing I want to say that was kind of funny, Daniel Bryan made a bold statement tonight, saying how we all know that Randy Orton has a crush on Stephanie McMahon. Whether that's going to come out
I think
play.
we all kind of have a crush on Stephanie McMahon, but
So whether that's going to come out into tuition and we're going to see more about it, who knows. But he made the statement. I thought it was kind of funny. So,
usually when he says funny stuff like that, it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's a lot of stuff.
That's the
WWE storylines. Not a lot of stuff goes anywhere. So, alright. So then we got our first match of the night, which was the Wyatts versus the Rhodes Brother and Rey Mysterio. The Rhodes Brothers. Yeah, and Rey Mysterio. The match was a pretty solid match, pretty action-packed. I can't complain. Rhodes Brothers, Rey Mysterio, they always put on great matches, and the Wyatts are just truly amazing. So it was a back-and-forth match. Rey Mysterio's about to hit 619 on Luke Harper, and I thought it was pretty sweet the way Bray finished it. He caught Rey as he's going mid-619, Sister Abigail's on, match is done. The Wyatts cut a promo on the Shield, talking in their code as usual. And, like I said, it was a really good match, and it's really making this build-up for the Elimination Chamber pretty solid. I'm looking really forward to this.
Yeah, I just think that's a solid match in general.
Yeah.
We're
blessed.
Being against the Wyatts having the feud against the Shield and cutting a promo.
Yeah.
I think that's a good solid match anyway, because you got the Rhodes Brothers, one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Yeah.
And then you got Rey Mysterio, who's action-packed.
Yeah, he's for such a little guy, he's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's so fast. He's one of those rare guys that don't weigh 200 pounds that is actually successful.
Good wrestler.
Yeah, exactly. So then we'll move on, and they had a backstage segment with the Shield and Renee Young. They're having they're having an interview, and then Renee brings up the fact that Dean Ambrose has not defended his U.S. title in such a long time. So then Dean's going on this little feud, this little spiel like, oh well, you know how hard it is to find a #1 contender for the United States title, and all the paperwork you have to go through. So Roman Reigns laughs and is like, what are you talking about, man? Like, you're crazy. No, how about you just man up and defend your title? So there you see more cracks in the Shield, mostly between Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Please make those two fight. It would be such a great match.
And it's kind of funny. We were just talking about how the U.S. Championship hasn't been put on the line at all.
Yeah.
And it's like they're watching our reviews.
Are you?
Are they watching us?
So then,
We're going to have some good ideas coming up, so
yeah, seriously.
keep watching.
So then Dean says, I'm going to make an open challenge for whoever wants it. So I personally thought it was going to be Roman Reigns.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been a really cool thing, but then again, that would probably cause the breakup tonight, and that just wouldn't make sense. So then the next match, which honestly it doesn't really matter, Santino Marella and Fandango. The only one to point out is The Miz came out yet again to cut another promo saying how these two are both jokes, and I think it's funny how they get airtime and I don't. I'm not really sure where they're going with this. From what I heard that they're going to team up The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. Could be cool. We could see where that goes. Who knows? Then it went to Christian and Sheamus versus the Real Americans. Really good match.
That is a very fantastic match.
But the one thing I want to point out, I want everybody to watch that match and just realize how great Antonio Cesaro is. Okay? That guy is proven that he can hang with the best of the best in the WWE. Him and Sheamus were throwing it down. Last week on SmackDown, him and Daniel Bryan threw it down. The week before, him and Dolph Ziggler threw it down. Antonio Cesaro is the future of this WWE. He is going to be the era of, like, the next up-and-comers. I mean, him, Roman Reigns.
He's already got the body build that the WWE likes.
Yeah, and the dude's so friggin' talented. I mean, seriously, he's getting put in there with the guys that have already held the WWE title or the World Heavyweight title, and he's making it look good. I mean, he's tearing it up. I mean, I really want people to watch this match and just watch how great Antonio Cesaro is. Antonio Cesaro might not win the Elimination Chamber, but he will damn sure make a statement to show you that, hey, one day this belt will be mine and this will be my house. But the match ends.
And if it doesn't, shame on WWE.
Yeah, seriously, if you don't capitalize on this guy's talent, you're dumb.
And in the words of JBL, it's America's greatest import.
Yeah, seriously. And the match ends with Sheamus bro kicking Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger.
You know, I kind of figured they're going to win, but, like, man, I would love to just watch Antonio Cesaro go one-on-one with the top talent. I mean, trust me, I love Jack Swagger. I'm a huge Swagger fan. I think he's one of the most talented wrestlers in the WWE. I love the Real Americans. Zeb Coulter is my boy. But,
he's a funny man.
Yeah, but, seriously, it's time for Cesaro to break out. It's time for him to go his way and make that run for the title. I mean, Cesaro is the future.
Well, I think hopefully after the Elimination Chamber, that's the route that they're going to take him.
Yeah, I'm really hoping so, man, because like I said, I really like Cesaro.
Unless they're really planning on doing something with the Real Americans, which I don't see them.
And personally, they should have been tag team champs a long time ago.
The
Real Americans.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah.
The Real Americans, if they're not going to push them, they got to split them.
Yeah, I mean, to hold two guys up with so much talent is ridiculous unless you're going to strap a title to them. Mm-hmm. You got two guys. First of all, Jack Swagger challenged for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania last year. You know, he could still be a top guy if he would just stop smoking weed and getting caught. Like, come on, Swagger.
Getting in trouble with the law, you ain't going nowhere.
And then Cesaro, he could do anything you wanted. You could turn him face, and he could be a top face of the company, or you can keep him heel. Whatever you do, push the guy. Make him a top guy like he deserves. Antonio Cesaro, we got your back, dude. We got your back. Yeah. And then the next match was Del Rio and Dolph Ziggler. Yeah. It was a solid match for Del Rio. It was pretty one-sided. It was pretty short. It was like, a 5-minute match.
It was a really short match.
Yeah, I think Del Rio won with like a super kick to the head. And listen, him and Dolph Ziggler put on phenomenal matches in the past. I mean, I've never seen a boring Ziggler Del Rio match. I mean, all their matches have been super solid.
They're gonna try and push Del Rio.
Yeah, they wanted him to look strong coming into this coming into this match against Batista at Elimination Chamber. You know, then it gets some interest. I think it's a cool feud. I'm not hating on it. I'm cool with it. So after he wins, Batista's music hits. Batista's in his wrestling gear. He's ready to come. Batista bombs Del Rio through the announce table, and it's not even the Spanish announce table, people. It was the
This time it was the real one.
Yeah, it's a real announce table.
It's not the Mexican one that gets smashed every pay-per-view.
Seriously,
It's the only reason that they're there.
give those guys a steel announce table that cannot be broken. I feel bad for them. But yeah, so they're trying to make Del Rio look strong. You know, I'm really looking forward to it. If they're smart, they're gonna make Batista win and win very strong, win very impressively, and win pretty easily.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what they did with Big Show and Brock. You know, that's what they need to do with Batista because he's got to look like a beast coming into WrestleMania since he's main eventing. Which again, I'm down with Batista main eventing. I'm not against it at all.
And then after that, they cut a promo with Triple H and Batista.
Yep.
Triple H wasn't happy about Batista going out there and settling his differences. Then he officially announced the Elimination Chamber match between Batista and Del Rio.
Yep.
Batista was not happy with Triple H's reaction.
No.
He's just pretty much telling him that he's wimpy. He's like, Triple H, you're not who you used to be. You're this corporate guy who
He's a sellout.
follows the rules.
Sellout.
He's a sellout, like Corporate Kane.
Yeah, Corporate Kane.
But
He's a bum.
Batista wasn't happy about that. And I don't think anyone was happy about how Triple H reacted. I don't think anybody's happy with Triple H in general.
And it's a shame because I love Triple H. You know, he is the king. I'm a huge Triple H fan. Dude, cut the bull crap. I'm cool with you being a heel, but dude, this corporate stuff, this best for business stuff is getting old.
Corporate heel sucks.
Yeah, corporate heel is not fun. Leave that to like McMahon or your wife.
I mean, Vince was the best way to do it.
Yeah, Vince was the man.
But because he didn't interfere too much.
No, and I feel like that's all they do is interfere.
Because it's best for business authority
I mean,
stuff.
look at the title reign of Dan O'Brien. I know we talk about this a lot, but like, if it wasn't for this friggin' authority bullcrap, we'd have our champion. But whatever. You know, we got to move on for it. And what was the next match?
Well, next I just want to talk about Lita being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
It's about time Lita got put in the Hall of Fame. Congratulations,
She was
one of the best divas that ever lived.
Probably one of the only good ones.
Yeah, because she was a high flyer too, man.
I mean, because let's be honest, we only watch the Diva matches just to watch the Divas.
Yeah.
But we don't even talk about them on the program.
No.
But Lita, good job.
Yeah.
But after that, it was the Usos. They
Versus Rybaxel.
faced Rybaxel. Rybaxel
Lost.
on the losing streak again.
Again. They're like to come in like the 3MB of the friggin' WWE. Like, come on.
They're pretty much a joke.
They really are, dude. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I don't even remember a match they even friggin' won.
But the only important thing about that was the New Age Outlaws were commentating during it,
Yeah.
and they were pretty much coming at the Usos the whole time,
So
saying that they were beating on their dad 10 years ago.
That pretty much is probably solidifying the fact that the Usos are now the number one contender. We're gonna get a match probably at Elimination Chamber, which is pretty cool.
Uso tag team, they're a great tag team.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see the belts get strapped on the Usos finally. I mean, there's poor guys that fought for the belts how many times they never won them.
And if they get the belts, at least the New Age Outlaws can kind of go away.
Yeah, they go back to retirement.
It's like, you came back, it was cool for like the first time that you came back.
Yeah.
And then you came back the next night on Raw, and we're like, oh, okay, I guess you're staying.
Yeah, this is long. And then you won the belts, and then I was like, okay. Listen, I like the New Age Outlaws. I mean, I think you guys are cool. You know, I'm Billy Gunn. He's awesome. You know, Road Dogg are cool. And you know, their matches have been pretty sweet. You know, with the Rhodes Brothers. But like, I don't know. I feel like
they're not part of this genre. This era.
I think it's time to let some of these newer guys come up, like the Usos or like the Real Americans. Let them wear the belts. But whatever. That's what the writers.
New authentic tag teams come up.
Yeah.
Not this rehashed old school thing that they're trying to push. But But after that, the Dean Ambrose match came out.
He did the open challenge.
The Shield came out. They were standing in the middle of the ring, waiting to see who would come. And the leader of Open Invitations, Mark Henry, comes out.
Came out the Ryback Survivor Series. Brock Lesnar, and now Dean Ambrose. Yo, if you
He's
want
all
to fight,
about those
dude.
open
Yeah,
invitations.
Mark Henry's down, son. And he should be United States champion. But once again, what happens? The Shield interferes. And trust me, I'm a Shield fan, but come on, dude. No one wants Dean Ambrose United States champion anymore. Let him deal with the Shield and give the belt to someone who's actually going to defend it.
Yeah, so that they could actually do something. If they're gonna keep the Shield together and
like,
get rid of the open.
And like, I'm so sick and tired of these champions who have the belt and they win the belt they keep the belt by DQ.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, you're devaluing the belt so much. Like, I understand, like, alright, yeah, the US title is not the biggest title in the world, but it's getting worse and worse because all you do is DQ everybody.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Fix it. Like, you know, either have Dean Ambrose defend the belt or not. I mean, it's simple, guys.
Yeah. I mean, I think after the Elimination Chamber, when the Shield finally breaks up, they'll put open the US belt. They'll put it on the line, probably at WrestleMania.
Dude, Dolph Ziggler wins it.
And then someone like Dolph Ziggler will win it.
Give someone a purpose. Yeah, give friggin' Heath Slater the belt. At least that guy would. Give El Torito the belt.
Yo, El Torito.
Yeah. For Zeb Coulter.
That'd be great.
Friggin' awesome. By the way, guys, say hello to Kenzie. This is our special guest. She's a huge wrestling fan, and she's in the video now, so.
Alright.
Yeah, alright. So, now that we went on our spiel about the U.S. title, that means
wait.
nothing.
Oh, okay.
You know, let's talk about something that was pretty cool. Kane comes out, does his whole I'm apologizing bullcrap. And guess
He
what?
doesn't apologize for anything.
Yeah, he's only apologized for like the past 10 times.
Every single wrestling night, he apologizes.
Yeah, for choke slamming Daniel Bryan. So guess what? Daniel Bryan gets his revenge.
Comes out, beats his booty,
which was awesome.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, it was a little short, but it was still. It kind of threw it out there that Daniel Bryan just wants to beat the crap out of him.
And I kind of like it because it could possibly have just ended the feud with Kane, so we don't have to worry about getting that for like a WrestleMania or anything like that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty happy that Daniel Bryan got his revenge. Yeah. Are you happy?
Yeah, Daniel Bryan got his revenge. She doesn't like Kane.
She don't like him.
And I think maybe it'll either force Kane to actually have a real match with Daniel Bryan, hopefully on Raw, or it'll force Kane to leave the corporate side.
Which would be awesome.
Which would be good.
I would love Kane to turn heel, or not turn heel, turn face.
Turn face.
On Triple H.
Yeah, that would be
sick.
Great. And then have Kane Triple H at WrestleMania.
Yes, and then we can have Bryan, Batista, and Orton in the main event, which could make the main event 10 times better.
That'd be great.
Which, speaking of main events, guess what we got today for Raw? Cena versus Orton. A brand new match. Just
Hallelujah!
Kidding. Same match. The only difference is Cena finally won.
Cena won. And it was actually a high-intensity match.
It was a good match, but I gotta be honest, guys. I've seen the match so many times. It's so hard to get hyped up for this match. So hard.
As good as they did trying to push the match tonight.
Yeah.
Like, John Cena cut a little promo earlier in the night, and, like, he was really throwing it down everyone's throat that this was going to be the end of ends. And, I mean, if they mean it, and it is the end of the Orton-Cena, good job. I'm proud.
Yeah.
Because
which we know it's not for the fact that they're going to face each other in Elimination Chamber.
They're going to do it again.
Yeah, in like probably another 5 years we're going to get Orton and Cena for...
Even like next year.
Yeah, next year when they unify every single belt together and they're going to be the two.
The ultimate belt.
The ultimate of belts. You know, they're going to have the tag teams, Intercontinental, the US, all of it in this one. And Cena and Orton are going to fight for it.
Yeah.
That's just what's going to happen.
And then there's going to be giant robots that eat people.
Yeah, it's going to be giant robots. Possibly Godzilla.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was Raw. Raw was good. Not really too much complaints. Just the fact that, you know, tired of Orton and Cena.
Tired of the U.S. title not actually being defended.
You know, the best part about the night was Bad News Barrett, because he was not there.
Yes!
We finally got some decorum.
We got some decorum, and on that, I think we can end it.
Yeah.
I think we can
Bad
end
News
this
Barrett, thank you for not coming.
And subscribe,
Subscribe.
like, comment, follow us on Twitter.
And follow Kinsey.